Hi, I'm Dave Cathy, the Food Dude, here at the Oklahoman Studios, and today I've got two special guests, Allie Brandstetter and Mary Arbuckle. Welcome.
Thank you.
You guys have some big things coming up. So, other options, cookies Thanksgiving. Mary, tell us about Other Options and Cookies Thanksgiving.
Other Options is one of the oldest HIV/AIDS organizations in the state of Oklahoma. We literally circumference 3/4 of the state. Tulsa's about the only one we don't. In our 30 years, we've done numerous things, but starting in 1998, we started Friends Food Pantry, which is our main area right now that we really focus on. That and our home deliveries to our homebound bedfast clients.
Sure. So this whole thing began because of your mother, Cookie Arbuckle, Cookies Thanksgiving. This is coming right up. Tell us a little bit about your mom and how she got involved in this work.
Well, my mom worked at what is now called OU Medical Center. She was a social worker, and she was different from most of them. Is she got the people nobody else wanted to deal with. She got the problem children. And back in the 80s when HIV first started, this is who they sent to her. Nobody else wanted to have them in their offices, sit in their chairs. They were being left in the hallways. And
a lot of fear.
Oh, absolutely.
In those days,
I mean, even from her, there was still a fear because
there's so many unknowns. Yeah.
But she stepped out of the box and said, "I will help them." Then she got more and more involved. She was asked on the Governor's AIDS Task Force because of the work she was doing at OU Medical Center. And she started a book that was called AIDS for HIV/AIDS. And it started out as a small pamphlet that people could give to these people that were coming down with this unknown virus to give them direction. But my mom had a problem of not doing things small. She did them great, giant, and big. So by the time the second edition came in, it was literally a book. And that's kind of where she started. She was one of the founding board members of the WINS House, which is the AIDS support program. But after about a year, she broke off of there and started Other Options because she really wanted to promote this book to probably the United States, really. And she wanted to help these clients get on Social Security disability, and that was her main thing, those two different things.
Yeah.
And that's how Other Options came to be in 1988.
Really important work, and part of it, and so one of the big programs that you guys have is Cookies Thanksgiving. So, and that brings in people like Allie, who's here with Sunnyside Diner, and you guys are going to be one of the critical points of operation in this big task. Tell us a little bit about your involvement and what you guys are going to be up to.
Yeah, Shannon Roper, other co-owner, he sent me a text message one night and was like, "Let's feed some people on Thanksgiving." He said, "I'd like to feed about 100. And I've known Mary for years now, and I knew that she had this organization and this event that happened on Thanksgiving Day. So I thought she probably got some advice that she could give me on how to make this happen, because what do you do besides just open up the kitchen and start cooking? I knew there had to be some more. So after just a couple text messages later, it happened that we were going to feed 1,000 people now for the 17th annual Cookies Thanksgiving. Robert Painter has been leading this for the past 11 years, and so they allowed me to be a part of this, and here we are. We're going to feed 1,000 people.
So how does one go about feeding 1,000 people in such short notice?
Yeah, it is. There's lots of lists and emails and phone calls going back and forth. I've been learning through this process, it's very important to keep it somewhat organic and allow just this event to come together. Robert Painter has a lot of faith in the community, and I've learned that, and Mary definitely knows all about that as one that has supported the community, and then the community also supports her, that it happens, and it's been happening for the past 16 years, so the 17th one is no different. So Sunnyside is involved we're going to be doing prep Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday before Thanksgiving from 4 to 9. So after we close, a regular day of business, we're going to keep the lights on and keep cooking. And, you know, by feeding 1,000 people, it's not just here's one single meal that you get. You're getting 16 ounces of everything. You know, a pound of turkey, a pound of ham, green beans, cornbread dressing, cranberry sauce,
Mashed
pies,
potatoes and gravy.
and sweet potatoes. I mean, so an entire traditional
that's great.
Thanksgiving meal.
That's great.
So, and then leftovers as well.
Leftovers is the most important thing.
That
Absolutely.
is definitely important. And so then on Thanksgiving Day, we're going to start in the morning by doing the, 250 or so deliveries, which will feed 750 people. And then from 11 to 2, we're going to open our doors, and I've joined with the Sparrow Project to bring folks in to feed another 250.
That's great. So, Mary, take us back to that first one and your memories of it, and kind of how did this idea all come together?
Well, Jim Roth had contacted Scotty Arani, who really wanted to do something for Thanksgiving, and said, "Hey, I know this lady. Her name is Cookie.
This lady named Cookie.
I'm telling you, contact her. You know, I think this would be a good connection for you." And so Scotty did, and of course my mom's reaction is, "Oh, heck yeah, let's do this." And when we started Friends Food Pantry, we only had 35 client numbers.
Yeah.
Now we have over 1,800 client numbers.
Wow.
And a client number could be a 1A, a 2A, or a family of, could be 8 to 10 people. So in styrofoam containers, we did mashed potatoes and, you know, just a small
Sure.
thing. And it grew over the years. And last year we did 750 people at 261 stops. And now Robert, 4 years ago, said the most important thing is not only doing this Thanksgiving delivery, but the leftovers.
Yeah.
And, you know, Scotty had this vision, and Robert took this vision into this ultimate Thanksgiving meal. And now, Allie, we get to do so much more. And I love the fact that we get to feed another 250 people that may not have gotten a Thanksgiving prior.
That's wonderful work, and kind of leads me to this question, which is, you know, your mother had to have been very proud of how the program grew. I mean, this has got to be such a moving thing for you to be able to carry that forward and inspire other young people. What would you think? What do you think her response to all this would be?
I won't get emotional. I really won't. I think she is overwhelmed of how much the organization has grown and where I have taken it. One of her bucket list is find other options at home. So when she passed away, 5 months later, I found us a home.
That's great.
And with the help of another organization, we were able to put a large down payment and now have a 5,200 square foot building that we've been able to grow and do so much more. And, you know, I think she's just very proud of the fact that I could carry her legacy on.
That's wonderful. Well, the best way to carry that legacy on from this point forward is to get people involved, no?
Absolutely.
So, Allie, tell us a little bit about the coming week and ways that people can specifically help out with this event.
Okay, so we have a Sign Up Genius where you can sign up via your phone. It's really easy to do. There's different shifts that are listed, which start on Monday. They are doing prep start Monday morning, or all of the mornings at Earth Elements, who've been great to be involved in the past and allow the use of their kitchen as well. So we have a Facebook page, which is at Cookies Thanksgiving. You can also follow us on Twitter at Cookies Thanks for more information, more signups. You know, it's crazy. It only takes $6.67 to feed one person. Not only that meal, but the leftovers. And so we are still looking for donations, which you can do through the Other Options website, and that's otheroptionsokc.org. You know, I mean, it's been incredible to be a part of this and see all of this coming together, but also to sit back and watch the community make this happen. I feel so honored to stand next to Mary. You know, my connection with her is football. We played women's football. some years ago.
Yeah.
And,
Oklahoma City Lightning.
So even, I might not directly be had been directly involved in the past with her organization, but her mom's work that she started, and that Mary has continued is now, it's feeding into me, and I've got it too. I want to do
wonderful.
more, and I challenge all of Oklahoma City to be involved in something.
go.
And
Challenge.
and what's really neat is we have so many partners. Earth Elements, Sunnyside. We've got Head Country Barbecue, who has for the last 4 years, they smoke all our turkeys, which is a very difficult thing if you think about cooking them.
Yes,
a
it's
lot of
it's the
turkeys.
biggest
Benny
challenge, yeah.
Keith has been one of our biggest sponsors of getting food for us. The food bank has always been there to help with some different things. And it's just amazing that everybody that has come together. Doc Bartley goes and cooks over 150 to 200 pumpkin pies by scratch, and it's I just can't believe the overflowing of kindness. I actually had somebody that said, I don't have a lot of money, but donated $6.67 so that they knew they helped that one person.
That's beautiful. And I was going to ask you this. Now, this is a great event, and it's very important for what you do, but it's just one event that you do. This is you guys do a lot of work. Other Options does a lot of work. So how do folks become involved and volunteer or donate year round?
And same thing, go to our website, otheroptionsokc.org. We have a Facebook page, and we also invite you to bring your kids. I've watched this young man who started at 5 years old. He has been doing this for 6 years old, for 6 years. So this year I get to see him as an 11-year-old kid. I can't wait till I get to go to his graduation, and because he makes sure he comes back every year. This is his thing to do with his mom for Thanksgiving. We have families that come in as a whole group and go and deliver. And that is the coolest thing that I've ever seen in the 17 years I've been doing this.
Wow. Really inspiring stuff. Thanks so much, ladies, for dropping by today. It's Other Options. It's Cookies Thanksgiving. Get involved, folks. Thanks.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You bet.